No, not holding back at all, and threatening to close Russian airspace if the EU went ahead with further sanctions. So that, in effect, would mean that if European airlines were flying to Asia through Russia, they would have to go around Russia. So that would mean a huge detour. That would make for longer journeys, more expensive journeys. And Mr. Medvedev made it clear he thought that that would lead to the bankruptcy of a number of Western airlines. He also said that Western sanctions would not lead to peace in Ukraine, and he named China as an example of a country which also faced Western sanctions going back to 1989, but which didn't change its political course. So his message very clear: Russia wouldn't change its political course as a result of Western sanctions.
But of course, there is this window left open by the EU saying that if Russia does reverse its position in Ukraine, then these new sanctions, or the threat of these new sanctions, could be rolled back.
That is true, but I have to say it's seen here in Moscow as a very small window. When you talk to Russian officials, Kremlin officials, they truly believe that the West has got it in for Russia. And you get the feeling that trust has broken down completely between the Kremlin and the West. It appears that President Putin doesn't really trust Western politicians, and the feeling is mutual. The EU, the United States, there's very little trust of the Russian authorities. And in that atmosphere, the lack of trust and a lack of communication too, it's very difficult to find a way out of this crisis.